Dog, LUE Jenkins sitting in the house. Shit, about to go outside in a minute, but I wanted to get on here and address a couple things that's been said. Um, I ain't gonna be playing no music. I'm gonna make this real short. I just want to see if I don't want to see nothing, but I want to put some information out there. So I'll give it a couple seconds before I start talking. See if I get a person or two up in here. If you can hear me. You know what I'm saying? Give me a what up though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do. I'm about to debunk a couple lies and shed some light on some things. You know, you gonna see what it do. What's good with it, one person? If you there, just give me a what up though. I got my headphones on. I'm about to just what I'm saying. I just want to make sure that y'all can hear me clearly. Yeah, what up, though? Hope you having a good day. I know it's hot outside. It was like shit. It was like 96 yesterday, but they said it was 104. K Rezzy, what's good with my Aussie sister? Appreciate you for showing up. I'm about to, I'm about to shed some light on some things real quick. Since people want to lie. What's going on, Lonnie? Respect to you, sister. Hope you having a good day. I know it's hot out. Stay hydrated. Drink you some motherfucking water. Stay hydrated. Don't drink no beer. Drink if you gonna drink some beer, drink it after you drink a gallon of water because you need that water first. So I'm just gonna shed some light on a couple situations. Some things that were said. So I'm gonna address them. AK Rays, you already know what to do once you get the slick talk shit. So basically, I watched a little bit of the takeover and I seen some things. Oh, okay, yeah, Lonnie, hey, like I said, hey, I always try to be positive. I try to be positive, but I'm just addressing shit. So first off, um, Biz lied and said that we didn't have conversations behind the scenes. We didn't talk. We wasn't cool, and all I was doing was talking about business and everything. All I did was try to network and build with this guy. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ever tried to do. When his charges came up, the dude, I talked to the dude behind the scenes personal. You know, I didn't know what was going on. I could just go by what he said. So I stood by him because I thought that, you know, the way that he explained it to me, he made it seem like he was being set up. So by me being cool with him, I stood with him. Regardless to, it was wrong for me to do that shit back then. You know what I'm saying? I was out of pocket. I should have did what I did, and whatever. I was wrong. I supported the motherfucker. But him to get on the panel and act like we ain't chop it up and we wasn't cool and shit. That was I think that the live that Sis played yesterday proves that I was talking to the dude behind the scenes. Not on no YouTube shit, but just on personal life business, regular shit. And I said it on the panel, when Sis played the live. Shout out to Sis, respect to Sis. You know, he played a video yesterday, and you could clearly hear me say like we talk behind the scenes, and I know you personal, so nigga, you standing on business. Now maybe, you know, I was wrong for standing on business, but like he didn't say, "Oh, nigga, we don't talk on." He ain't do none of that shit that he was just saying on the live when he was disrespecting me and shit. So that's that's debunk right there. The second thing I want to debunk is when Garrett was on the takeover and they were trying to put this image out like, oh, everywhere he go, he talk about this person, he talk about this person, everywhere he go, blah blah blah. They kept saying that shit. And Garrett lied and said that I went on Rainy panel and talked about her. Shout out to Rainy, because you know, me and Rainy had talked, and I said I wanted to talk about relationships, and it wasn't going to be about, nothing that happened on YouTube. So this was something that was about my personal life. So me and Rainy, shout out to Rainy for allowing me to come up there and just chop it up. The live was about relationships. I was talking about my relationship with my wife, my relationship with the girl that the woman that was taken from me. You know, that's what we were talking about, and I was going through the details of our relationship and what happened. And it was like we were talking about that, and we were having a great conversation. We talked for about half hour or however long we talked, and then 86K came up on the panel and she asked me, was it cool? And I thought the nigga was gonna be on some bullshit, but I didn't think he was gonna go to the extreme. So we were talking, and then all of a sudden 86K bring up a year ago, well, during that time, well, before that, I got a woman pregnant. What's good? What's good, Outlaw Anthony? What's good with it, bro? I'm just exposing some shit, bro. I got my baby mom pregnant. We lost our kid, ended up having sex with her. She got pregnant. So I said, okay, little Lou is on the way. Unfortunately, she didn't go full term, lost the baby. So me and Randy talking, and we talking about the shit, and then Garrett bring up, oh, yeah, why don't you tell the people that you had a baby and shit? Like, this is something that he's hearing from somebody else. So he brings that up. And I'm like, yo, the baby didn't make it. So the nigga continue talking. Then he gonna say, yeah, well, you got a girl pregnant, you married, and you this and you that. And he started bringing up situations that ain't have nothing to do with what we were talking about. Came over there. Now I really never seen him on Rainy panel, but all of a sudden he wants to come up when I'm up there and we having a great conversation. So he's trying to do whatever he can to interrupt the content that we doing, and he brings up this said person. What's good, EJ? What up, though? So we I'm trying to divert from talking about this person, and then he just keep repeating what this person told him. So eventually I end up saying, all right, nigga, I mentioned her name and I mentioned the situation, and then the nigga gonna say, oh, see, you can't go everywhere and not talk about her. What's good, Royal Ace? What up, though? So I'm like, well, damn, like, bruh, you brung her up. Nah, I'm gonna speak on it because you trying to shame me and shit. So it get into a big mess, and the nigga talk about I brung her up, but he came up there to disrupt the motherfucking content that we were talking about, because I think that people were actually interested in what I was saying, and it wasn't even no drama. We was having a great conversation. I know he was trolling me. Hey, Royal Oasis, so did you see it, bro? Like, me and Randy was chopping it up. It was people in there commenting, asking questions. Like, we was chopping it up like on some real shit. Like, we were talking about what she wanted to talk about, and I told her that I got some insight on that, because the initial content was about love and relationships. So I experienced that, so I was able to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, I was kind of uptight, like he mentioning, I'm saying, the baby that I lost. I already was going through some shit with children that I lost. So that was like, he's adding on to the bullshit, so it's like, damn, bro, like, why you gotta come up here and interrupt the motherfucking content? And then he just wanted to stir some shit up, and the nigga gonna say, oh, that. So basically yesterday, or whatever day it was, I think it was Saturday, whatever day it was, he made it seem like I go everywhere and talk about this woman, but I don't. When I go on panels, I don't talk about this woman, but it's a lot of shit that's going on in this sector that has ties to this woman. The panel that Sis played yesterday, when I was bagging up bids and shit, yeah, he go tell me to get off the go tell me to get off the panel. What's up, KTC? I'm just debunking some lies. I hope you're having a good day. Stay hydrated, drink you some water, at least a gallon for the day because it's hot as shit out, you know, and stay hydrated. Keep your mind right there. Heat stroke ain't no joke, The heat stroke ain't no joke, so drink some water. But anyway, I was, I was just trying to, show some insight on, just on relationships because everybody don't have the same relationships. So I figured we was trying I was just trying to put some insight. It was a good topic and we had a great conversation until the nigga came up and like, oh, the nigga had it, but he ain't tell you about the baby. He ain't tell you about the other motherfucker relationships. Like this nigga telling shit that I was probably gonna end up talking about anyway. But he wanted to get up there and try to make me look bad so motherfuckers wouldn't listen to me because the nigga jealous of me. The nigga is jealous of me. It's just what it is. The nigga jealous. He mad because he don't have a story about his life to tell that motherfuckers would be interested in. And I believe that the people that when I was on Rainy Panel, I believe that people were really like, this is something that they never experienced. So it was just like, damn, like, all right, I'm gonna listen to this shit because this, I'm used to the traditional way of relationships. So it was it was just a simple fact that yesterday or whatever live that was, he went up there and said that I go on other people panels and talk about said person, but I don't do that. When you got a platform and people like you and they don't like the other person, it's easy to influence other motherfuckers to not like you. And I'm a prime example of that because that's how I felt at one time about the rabbits. I didn't know nothing about them. I just knew what people said and what was told and I was cool with them motherfuckers, so I believed them. And I was up under a spell and I was fucked up about that shit. I was wrong. I had to come and see for myself to see the right shit. So that's why I'm like, all right, so now I see. But that panel that Sis has showed yesterday, it shows that I was talking to Biz behind the scenes. Slim, what up though? You know what I'm saying? I was you know what I'm saying? Me and Biz were talking behind the scene. I was cool with the dude. We chopped it up about a few things, and I thought, the way that he explained it to me, it was a setup. So I believed him. I was cool with him, so I believed him. I mean, it's just the truth. I mean, y'all could judge me if y'all want to, but I'm just exposing the motherfucking truth. You know, I I stood with him and I did what I could to make, like, all right, y'all give him a chance because I heard some egregious shit and I was like, all right, let's see the paperwork because I kept saying, let's see the paperwork. Before that's why I said, hey, we gonna rock till this over. Like, hey, when the paperwork come out, if it's some bullshit, nigga, it's a wrap. Like, I ain't gonna fuck with you. But I'ma still give you the benefit of the doubt because what I'm saying, I chop it up with you. So after that live, his paperwork was sent to me. And I saw it. So I was like, damn. So I'm like, I read the shit. I got it. I had got the paperwork before Armando did. I seen it. After that live, I was like, damn, like, okay. And I distanced myself. So I'm like, all right, let me just step back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga was talking to me like, yo, like, man, like, this some bullshit and blah, blah. I was like, and I kept telling them, bro, I was like, look, just show the paperwork, nigga. If it ain't true, you ain't got to worry about shit and you ain't got to keep explaining yourself. And I said that on one panel that we was on. I thought it was yesterday, the one that I said it on. And there was another panel that we were on. And I was like, yo, like, bitch, just quit talking about it and show the paperwork. I was like, the paperwork is gonna prove what the fuck you saying. If that's what it is, that's what it is. And I ain't never say nothing disrespectful about dude. I kept it solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, like I I was lied to, you know, so shit. But I'm not afraid to admit that I took a side because I was cool with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble enough to admit my faults and my wrongs. So, you know, hey, I'm not beyond that, you know, admitting when I'm wrong and shit. But we was motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's all I'm saying, KTC. Like, look, don't, yo, I took a side. I said a whole bunch of shit about the rabbits and I didn't know. And I was only going off of what I heard and what I saw on video. It's easy to influence somebody thinking if they don't know or see it or experience it for themselves. So I can say that I was fucked up for that, but I can admit that, you know. And if I said something about somebody that was fucked up and you ain't do shit to me, I apologize for it. You know what I'm saying? To everybody I said something or said something about. So, you know, I hope that we can move past that and we could be cool and be on some stand-up shit, you know. But yeah, that shit was a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right, KTC, and that's what I'm doing. You know, but it was just a simple fact that 86 lied and said that I go everywhere and I talk about this person. And I don't do that. You know? Hey, KTC, I'm shit. I don't remember saying nothing about you. But if somebody shows something, you know, think about it like this. That was when I didn't know you and I was shit. I was following behind them motherfuckers. Shit, just what it is. You know, my You know, they everybody that talk shit about me admits that all I've been trying to do was network and show my artwork and represent, try to build a network and get some money and shit. So, you know, like I heard a whole bunch of shit that I didn't care about, and all I wanted to do was make some motherfucking money and show my artwork and show people that yo, I got a skill that we could build and make some money with. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ever tried to do on this motherfucker. So I mean, I think they proved that shit by saying that's what I did, because that's what the fuck I did. I didn't do nothing else. That's all I gave a fuck about was making some motherfucking money. But anyway, Biz tried to make it seem like we wasn't cool. But if y'all listen to the video yesterday, you hear me say, like, nigga, we talked about some real life shit, so I'm gonna stand with you. It's what it is. Regardless of how y'all feel about it, that's what I did at the time. And I was fucking, you know what I'm saying? I was fucking real about that shit. You know, but I didn't go like Gary tried to paint the picture that I go everywhere talking about the said person. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking talk bad about people like that. Like I don't like yo, I'm on this motherfucker that make money, so I'm trying to network with motherfuckers. Why? You know, I'm being business savvy. I'm trying to get out there and show people that hey, yo, I got a skill. Let's make some money together. You know, I ain't gonna say I was in the cult because I didn't agree with everything that was said and done, and I did whenever I thought it was against what I stood on. I spoke up. Nah, I didn't just go with the program. When shit was a little bit sideways, I did question it and I did speak against it. I never was all the way 100% down with all that shit. Some of it I was, but I just wanted to clarify that them niggas is trying to make it seem like I'm lying about shit, and all I've ever done was being real with them. And I was cool with Biz, and I thought Biz was gonna be on some real shit with me because I stood with him, man. And look what he's doing now. You know what I'm saying? Talking bad about me. I'm a bitch. I'm this and that. Like, I mean, I don't give a fuck, man. I mean, because look at the person who's saying it. Look what type of person who's saying that shit about me. So I really don't care what his opinion about me is, because nigga, you don't have position to speak bad on me like that. And neither do Garrett. Y'all niggas got some motherfucking charges that is looked down upon in the community. But y'all did all this talking about motherfuckers who ain't on that shit. You exposed that you just like the motherfucker that you talking about. You know what I'm saying? You the same motherfucker. So why am I supposed to look at you any different than the motherfucker that you talking about? You know, so hey. You know, I'm gonna call this shit out because I'm in the middle of the shit. I'm in the middle of the shit because I network with motherfuckers and they threw me under the bus and they trying to make it seem like I'm going after this woman, but this woman is using these men to go after me. Like, you know, and people ain't seeing this shit. You know, they acting like, you know, like Big's word is law. Like the video yesterday proved it. No, not again. No. I'm addressing the lies, bro, Rich. What's good with it, bro, Rich? No, I'm only addressing the lies, bro. I'm not even going at the nigga. I'm just exposing that, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit, just proving that these motherfuckers is lying. Oh, you keep asking for that link. Yo, I'm actually on my laptop right now. I'm looking to see how to do it. But anyway, yeah. 8mm top. Well, yeah, I know you talking about the StreamYard. I'm on a laptop now. I was trying to see if I could link the shit up, but I don't know how to link it up. I watched a couple. Hey, look, I'm about to turn my camera on, bro. You got me fucked up, bro, Rich. Look, I'm on my shit right now, bro. I would, but I couldn't link the shit up for some reason, bro. I don't know how to do that shit. Was I supposed? Hey, look, what? Okay, look. So wait a minute. Was I supposed to do the StreamYard first or the fucking just the live first? Oh shit. Oh, well, see, all right. So I guess next time I'll just fucking open up the StreamYard first, and then okay. See, yeah, I ain't gonna. I might be bad as I might be worse than Uncle L when Sis was trying to help him and shit. Hey, but I'm gonna try. Hey, I've been looking at the video, so I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that I get it right though. But yeah, I'm just motherfucking exposing to the motherfucking lie. You know what I'm saying? All this shit. All right, yeah, I definitely do that, bro. Appreciate you, bro. No, AKTC, I just went to my phone. I pressed the motherfucking plus button, and then it went live, and then I went on my little tablet to see if I could put the StreamYard to the motherfucking to the live that I was doing there, and it wasn't connecting. It kept saying some weird ass shit. So I'm like, yo, fuck it. But hey, I'm gonna get it. Hey, I'm gonna get it right, y'all. I'm gonna get it right. Hey, look, I'm old. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm 45, but I, you know what I'm saying? I'm like them old folks when they come to the computer shit, y'all. So, you know, y'all gonna have to bear with me and help me out a little bit. Yeah, you know, I thought I was doing something, bro. I pushed the play button. I was like, all right, I'm about to hook up my little StreamYard shit. Like, all right, bet. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, and then I started fucking with that shit. I'm like, yo, like this shit ain't working. All right. Yeah, I'm putting in effort, you know. But yeah, them dudes blatantly lied on me, and then people in the chat was fucking helping them lie. So I just wanted to show that I didn't lie, and that's it. I ain't up here to talk bad about them niggas, because I mean, look what type of dudes they are. It's like, you know, it's like a bum, you know, cuss me out because I ain't give him change and shit. You know, like nigga, you begging for change, nigga. How you gonna talk shit to me? You know, but you know, I just wanted to debunk that. I wanted to debunk those lies. You know what I'm saying? Because that's these motherfuckers is so busy trying to cover their motherfucking tracks and cover the bullshit that they doing that they just motherfucking saying shit and exposing themselves because everything that I said that I was doing with them motherfuckers, they admitted that I did the shit. Like, yeah, that nigga was trying to sell me them weak ass logos. Don't nobody want to do no business with you. And, your shit weak. Like, my logo's weak. Like, damn. Like, so they trying not to let, basically put a little salt on my name so won't nobody get no artwork for me. Like, it's like, and this is just my theory, but I really think that them motherfuckers was mad because I was basically trying to reach out and say, look, you got some money, I got the artwork, let's put our shit together and let's do some business and we could put out a clothing line. And that's what my initial plan was. And motherfuckers kept getting in the way of that shit. And now that I see that they got a motherfucking clothing line, I think that them motherfuckers was trying to move me out the way because it would have been me and somebody else doing business and making money, and they wouldn't have been a part of that shit. And that's why the fuck, one of the reasons why they fucking got rid of me. Or not got rid of me, but motherfucking tried to snake my ass to get me out the way. Shit. Fuck it. To get me out the way. I got logos that I did for people and Biz talking shit about the logo and shit. Talking about something, yeah, he gave me a logo to motherfucker try to network and build, and I was like, yo, that shit weak as fuck. So I'm about to show it real quick since he was saying that. Oh, you already know. I got you on your tattoo, sister. It's good. Yeah, you already know. So he talks shit about my artwork, and I'm gonna show you that this nigga, when I did the logo for him, he was like, yo, like, oh nigga, that's cold and shit. And I'm like, yo, you could use the shit, bro. Just let motherfuckers know that I did the shit for you, and you know what I'm saying, I'm just advertise for me, bro. This is a solid from me to you. So this was me trying to conduct business with this guy, and this is what I did for him. And he was like, oh, that's dope. He even got it on the Tumblr. I was like, look, bro, let's just reach out and let's try to do some business. And I gave this shit to the nigga for free so he could try to link up some shit and we could have made some motherfucking money. And this, and like, nigga, I snaked you, nigga. Like, where I snake you at, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is I do business, so sometimes you got to invest when it comes to like networking. Sometimes you gotta give a product to the client, to someone for free who got a network so people could see your work. And then they'll be like, and it'll open up a new avenue, a new door. But niggas is haters. You know what I'm saying? I drew that shit by hand and then put it in the computer and then scanned that motherfucker and added the details. I was on some business shit. Sometimes you gotta take a loss to get a gain. So I was like, okay, I could get this nigga something for free. And he advertised and he network with me. So I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? That was me taking a loss, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that's business. Sometimes you gotta do that. But it turns out, shit, motherfuckers ain't solid. Okay, and then now I'm about to get off, but I'm gonna show y'all a picture that I drew. Oh yeah, hey sis, you know that I conduct, I try to give people sound advice. Like, look, I'm a small business and I've been in small business for a long time. I'm successful with it. So I the reason that I'm successful is because I know how to network, and I've been, sometimes you got to get something for free sometimes just to get some, just to get your name out there and to get, people to, you just got to do it sometimes. You got to sacrifice a little bit to gain a lot. So I felt like giving them a logo and him interacting with people that would help my business or help me at least network with other people so I could get more jobs. And YouTube was like a side hustle to my real life and the way that I handle business. So that's all I've been doing, and they admitted that that's all I did with them motherfuckers was try to do business, and I listened to they bullshit while they fucking talk shit. I'm just trying to get to the money. So, but I'm gonna show y'all one more picture, and this is what, and I'm gonna say this is what I did. I drew this picture some years ago, but it makes sense now. And this is how I see YouTube. People say this is a demonic picture, but it make a lot of sense. The dude at the top is the puppet master. The dude with the horns and the wings to the left is a motherfucker who see everything. The motherfucker right next to him that got his tongue out and shit, that's the motherfucking nigga who do all that goddamn gossiping and shit. That do all the goddamn talking. The reason why the person that see everything is the reason why that motherfucker could talk. Why this motherfucker right here could talk. That's why it tongue out like that. Then it's the two-faced motherfucker. The one that shake your hand and then the one that stab you in the back. The two-faced motherfuckers. This the nigga that's in the middle protecting them and watching all over them motherfuckers. What up, though, Hitman? This is the succubus, the woman that get the niggas to do all the bullshit, do the gospel and the doxing, the motherfucker that's in control of the shit. You see, she got chains. Look who she chained to. The motherfucking simp. The simp with the broken blade. He got a broken blade because he really ain't no fighter. He the nigga that do the weak ass shit. That's why his blade broke. But he the motherfucking dangerous one because the motherfucking the little hood motherfucker could get the nigga to do anything. That's why she chained to him. This how a motherfucker see YouTube. The two-faced motherfucker, the simps. The motherfucking nigga who protect them. The motherfucking females who gas them niggas up. The motherfucking talking ass nigga. The motherfucker who see everything. And the motherfucking puppet master at the goddamn top. This is how I see YouTube. YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Art is an expression. You know what I'm saying? And the volcano is the sector. In the background, the volcano was the sector, and all the bullshit that go on fuels the motherfucking puppet master and fuels these other motherfuckers. The 7 deadly sins. While people was talking about my picture was demonic, it's actually conveying a message. But see, I'm not a good artist though. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to offer nobody. You know what I'm saying? So why these motherfuckers doing all this motherfucking lying and talking shit and trying to prove everything that they trying to prove me wrong? I've been standing on business and they don't even know that they've been exposing that I've been telling the truth this whole time. But I just wanted to get up and expose those couple lies. I don't go everywhere and talk about said lady. I don't start shit with people. All I've been doing is fucking networking, trying to make some motherfucking money. So all this, I'm starting shit is some bullshit. Biz, I was cool with you, nigga. In real life, we talked about it. The shit was said. You said, I'm like, yo, Biz, we didn't talk behind the scenes, nigga. Like, you stand on what you saying, we good. You didn't say one word. If I didn't fuck with you like that, nigga, you would have motherfucking been like, nigga, I don't fuck with you, nigga. You'd have said that shit. But you didn't. And I stood with you, nigga, and you turned on me. So it's what it is. And I ain't hurt, mad, or none of that shit, bro. You did what you did. It's what it is. You know, I did what I did. It's what it is. But nigga, you lied, bro. You lied and Garrick lied. Garrick, I don't go and just talk about this lady. You trying to protect her, bro. Already proved that she doxed motherfuckers, bro. She admitted it from her mouth that she record motherfuckers. All this shit is what it is. But you gonna stop lying on me, bro. And every time you lie on me, I'm gonna expose that shit, bro. And you fucking lie, bro. It's just what it is. You know? The doxing crew, y'all. This is the doxing crew, y'all. Y'all see that? That's the doxing crew. The dirty motherfuckers. The dirty motherfucking. The simps. The motherfuckers who protect the simps. The two-faced motherfucker. The motherfucker who talk. Got the motherfucker who see shit and tell the motherfucker and the motherfucker to go talk for him. And it's a motherfucking puppet master on the top of this shit running all that shit. This is the doxing crew, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get a good look at them, cause you gonna see that you see these motherfuckers all the time and shit. They just look like humans and shit. This is these motherfuckers. You know, it's a message in this. You know, it's a message. Yeah, the doxing crew. Yeah. I should put that on the top. The doxing crew. They put it across the top. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these motherfuckers who working together to fuck the sector up. So, you know, I drew this in what 2020. I drew this in 2013. You know what I'm saying? My gift is something impeccable. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to prove it to prove the lie wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to do. You know, like I said, I'm gonna get up and show. I'm gonna show more of my artwork and shit that I'm doing, because I got some dope ass art. You know, I got some commercial shit. I got you know, I got a bunch of shit. You know, I got a lot of art that's, you know. Oh yeah. Let me show one more. I'm gonna show how good my skills are, and then I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna show y'all, like, look, something that I draw with both hands, and I do multiple things. I'm not great at one thing. I'm good at a lot. But I'm gonna show one more, and then I'm done. Where is he at? Bam. All right, let me close all these layers down. I'm about to show y'all something cold. I'm gonna show y'all how good I am. I'm gonna close all these up real quick. So look, this is the picture of the one of my battle buddies. You know, he sent me this picture. Y'all see all them lines? Y'all see all them the little lines through here, through the words and through everything? Like, this picture was from Vietnam. You know, shout out to our Vietnam vets who had to come home and get disrespected. Hitman, I was already there. It was just like, shit, gotta rock with it, whatever it is. Like, shit, I couldn't take it after a while. That's why I had to dip. But hold on, I'm about to show y'all the okay, so look. So y'all see all them lines that was there? All them lines gone. Yeah, you know, hey, Hitman, I was in a situation, ain't had no ride, nah. Hey, I just stuck around. It was like, fuck it. But them last couple days, I was like, shit, can't do this shit no more. But yeah, but y'all see this though? Like, look, all them lines gone. All them lines that was in that picture, gone. Like this, I can restore photos. You know what I'm saying? I can restore old photos. This is like, I'm gonna show you one more time what it looked like. Y'all see how crispy and clean that is? Look at this shit. You can't even tell. You can't even. It look like a brand new picture. It looked like a brand new picture, and this is what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, why these motherfuckers talking about I ain't got no skill and my artwork fucked up? I'm showing y'all in real time that I'm a motherfucking cold ass artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really, you know what I'm saying? This is like, look, you see how it's all chopped up. You can see every single line, and some of their faces blurred out. Like you can't even see their faces. They got lines all in their faces and shit. You know, you can see these cracks all the way through. You know, and you know, it go from that to this. You know, why people talking about my motherfucking skill, I'm showing y'all, like, look, y'all got some old photos, I can restore them too. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that I'm capable of doing, but these motherfuckers got in the way of me trying to motherfucking network and build with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want to stop somebody from making some motherfucking money on this bitch? Like, you okay, so nigga, you a hater. I ain't gonna never get in the way of no